Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod.
Cross button.
And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually,
entering play and coaching pop-up menu. You have 3. Entering depth chart. Slot 2. Slot 1. AHP select. Slot 4. FV select. Slot 2. Slot. WR select. Slot 5. DT select. Slot 2. Slot 5. ML. FS select. K selected. P selected. KR select. Slot 2. PR selected. Slot 5.
Officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is gun plan. There are player. There are 9 categories. You have 7 options. Formation. There are 20. There are AHD power, AHD M, AHD toss. Close. Pro. Expos. Texas.
Let's go.
Up. Back. Right.
Steal.
Max protect. Cross button. Circle button. Circle button. Circle button.
A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Entering play call.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one,
categories. You have 15 options. Excellent is selected. Pro.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Cross button. Cross button.
To throw, it's Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Formation, there are 9 categories. There are 4 pistol. Coach suggestions. There are 9. Play formation. There are 5. Pro. There are 4 categories. You have 4 options. Texas is selected.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Inside zone split. Corner and goes. Wing slot double. Buck sweep red opt. 4 verticals.
Down.
Back, right.
Left.
Backs protect.
Ready?
They'll run for it with Mason. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
R1 button. Unpack.
On play action, Lance.
Square button.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Option is set to pistol weak eye. Choose a new player. Choose the player to replay. Option is set to pistol weak eye. Choose a new player. You choose the formation. There are weak eye. There are 6 categories. You have 3 options. Dot crossers is selected. Triangle. Contact.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Square button.
This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Backs protect.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
You have 10 options. Choose the player to replace. You have 11 options. Formation. Tray opened off. Jet New Orleans.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
R1 button. R1 button.
Here's Lance.
Cross button. Square button.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it.
Square button.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
There are 9 categories.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
There are 7 categories. Option, plan, formation. There are 7 categories. Formation, dollar. 4, 3. Big, 3, nickel. Option is set to 3, sim. There are 11 categories.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, Turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Entering play call 3-3. There are 11 categories. You have 21 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
No, here we go.
They run the counter with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Cousins now. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Cousins on 1st down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Max, right. Max protect.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Choose a new player. You have 10 options. Choose a player to replace. You have choose a new player. Choose a player. Choose a new player. Choose a player. Formation. Tricks left open. There are 6 categories. You have 4 options. Zone alert bubble is selected.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
R1 button. Cross button.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
AHB slim. Zone formation. F20. Error. Throw.
On the ready.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Cross button.
Now Lance.
R1 button.
And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
HB zone WK is selected. Try and come back. R1 button. Come back. Cross button. Out left.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Cross button.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on down.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Eric Armstead in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Cover 1 contain is selected.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Play call.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, check mega.
Back right. Backs protect.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Texas. Triangle button.
Hey, red.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
The Lance now to throw.
Square button.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there. As that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Categories. There are 2, 4, prevent, 3, nickel. Option is set to 2 for TV. Option is set to 2 for 21 plays. 2 to 4. There are 11 categories. Choose the player to read. Option is set to nickel 2 to 4. Choose the new player. Option is set to nickel 2 to 4. Formation, error, 2 to 4, cover 1 robber.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Choose a new player. You have to choose a play formation. There are 9 categories. Close, pro.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL
Entering
on EA
Sports.
Sports.
Screen run inside is selected. Run outside. Defend short pass.
Welcome back.
Entering
Charles and
play
I
call.
settled into the booth,
Special
ready
teams.
for
You have 6
quarter
options.
number
Kick off
3.
left is selected.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Auction is set to free. Auction is set to free 3 will 21. Auction is set to 2 for 21 plays. 2 to 4. Cover 1 robber. Cover 2 man.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
23 yards to pick up there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Right. Max protect.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Only
a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
This from 25 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
There are 2 subcategories. Option is set to bear under 6 plays. You have 11 options. 46 is selected. Prevent. Nickel. Triple. 2 to 4.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Entering play call 2 to 4. There. Over 3 free will cover 3 sky. Middle 3rd.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And my goodness, another interception.
And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
R1 button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Texas.
Blue striker. Hey, blue.
Cross button. R1 button. Cross button.
Black
Audible.
shot.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Choose the player to replay. Choose the new play. Option is set to gun tray open. Formation. Error. Tray open. Error. AHD draw. Salim. Pared. Salim.
Here we go.
So the delay of
Circle
game
button.
penalty backs them
Square
up.
button.
It's now second and 7.
R1 button. Triangle button. Unpack. Circle button. Texas.
Red cycle. Blue is black.
R1 button. Cross button. Flat. Triangle button.
White.
Cross button.
The Lance going to throw.
Square button. Cross button.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
6 options. Return left is selected.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
Suggestions. There are 9
A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Robbie Gold kicking off for San Francisco.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Special team. Nickel. Option is set to 240 the Elmwood. Option is set to 2 to 4. There are 11. Cover 1 robber. Cover 2 man. Cover 2 invert.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
2 to 4.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
There are not special teams. Field goal.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 1st down. Here's Cousins. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the foot.
Entering in-game coaching. Entering. Attention, pop up. Your peer has conceded the game. Exit game. Entering online hub screen. You have 2 options. Entering main menu screen. Play with friends. Entering online/team. Ready. View advanced setting. NF first choice coin toss. Edit unit. Entering edit uniform name option is set to current. Socks pants option is set to Nike. All socks option is set to color. Shoes option is set to white. Shoes option is set to white. Shoes option is set to white. Shoes option is set to black. Primary shoes. Ready. Entering online team. Select screen. Run inside. Run outside. Defend outside. Run. Defend medium pass. Ready.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
Play call.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not.
There are not. And coach pop-up menu. You have entering depth chart. Slot U. Slot. AHD selected. Slot U. Slot 3. Slot 4. FD select. Slot U. Slot WR select slot 2 slot 5 slot 6 T selected slot 2 slot LT R select DT select slot 2 slot 5 row hold select CB select FS selected slot 2 SS selected KR select slot 2 PR selected slot COS LF 3 P SLWR selected slot 2 slot 3 RL RDT SU SLCB selected slot 3 slot 2 slot 1 slot 1 QB selected. Slot 3, slot 2, slot 1. Entering in-game menu screen, you have 7 options. Resume is selected. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel. Entering play call.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty, and
you have 30. Entering in-game menu screen, you have 6 options. Entering, attention pop-up, your peer has conceded the game, exit game. Entering online hub screen, you have 2 options. Entering main menu screen, play with friends. Roster and play settings pop-up menu, accessibility, players, CPU skill, game control. Entering game control screen, ball carrier is selected. Entering main menu screen, settings, accessibility. Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to on is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Mega.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Only a couple for him there in the game's first play. It's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ready.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, go through. Ultra. Cut.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49 first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to keep the defense so open. In this case, further with the inside run.
Ready.
Former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Field flat. On the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage.
Ready.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A good home in there. His first throw of the afternoon. Intercepted.
I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, he's running off the football. Put it on the carpet. And now it's a scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
Better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Let's go!
I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Red. Watch it, stick. Ready.
Play action, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession.
Investigation. They're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to start reading defense. They have to work better after throwing a second interception.
First down, here's the run with Phillip. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you know, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 with a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now again running right, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. Then allow the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21-yard line. Set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know who you actually have to reach and be able to really the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we put this in that color jersey on the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be smart with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. It's put the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go red. Black Ultra.
To throw is Lance. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes.
Here we go.
For 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And now it flips the other way, too, when you're throwing a really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Chandler Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the ball. Nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Get the yardage and really head back to your offense.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? You can really get it up sometimes, but also you can get it out of the
It makes you really proud to get it. It makes you turn really quick. And really bond you with those big elements together because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Hey, check mega.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs out on the field despite seeing the multiple tight ends that they came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked on by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out in this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
A good run there. Right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Quaker Omaha!
Cousins now. Out left to Jefferson, and he's got it. Down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it will be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the conversion to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, God bless you where you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard? The action is happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it. They're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. They love it. They're piling up the points.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses on about 4 yards.
Here we go, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in the history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score
Here we go. Here we go. Move the strike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gets this one to use check. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Your response is fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Ready.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Strike it. Check, strike it. Steal. Check, steal. Ready.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. A very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-1. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Let's go now. Black shot. Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Ready, ready. Check you. Left.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy
Ready.
He's becoming more of a body boy.
Hey, no steal.
Carey is putting some damage on the defense. So after that, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49-yard touchdown.
San Francisco.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour with NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football beforehand to be played. And the Vikings able to recover. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take off at their own 45-yard line. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know,
Let's
and
go.
the right approach in going after it.
Hey,
Also,
come
they seem
here.
that they look like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and walk back a little bit later.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 44-yard line.
Set, hut.
So after the run for no gain, here's second
Ball
and 10.
red. Yellow.
In
Go.
motion comes the tight end left.
Set.
Looking to throw on second down. Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. San Francisco are going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Come on. Set.
To the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a third and
Real
long.
green. Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. The defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it, we step aside. So on third down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Here comes Rager. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Pushes it over. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. And plenty more to see after the break.
49ers 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Bobby Gold kicking off for San Francisco.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right on the 29.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
There were 3 talking points in the half. Because they were pretty loose with their heart. This lead could be even bigger. I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now. And what was his 10th carry of the ball game?
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. If they're smart, you start to limit the clock. No hurry. Your second down play.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pick on first down.
Second and 1, if people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do. Exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hey, flipper!
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to put it not different.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific breaker. Whatever the discussions were about trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, the vision breakdown, everything that was discussed in the half, just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They were really locked in on offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's another touch pass as they tackle quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 15-yard line.
Warren Burks on the tackle.
Go ahead.
3rd and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins had a connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
Starting with early running here, but things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Playing the well, much less slowly but surely. You also drain clock too in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put them out. They're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that's quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Right.
Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Lance finding Ayuk there for another first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ultra.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters of coming on. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Ultra. Go ultra. Strike it. Let's go. Charge.
That's when it's headed forward in the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
On the set.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Lance now to throw. To the right side, to the pitcher. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at the 36. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him,
Here we go.
inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time here. Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 64 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run for the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. End zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the left side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your game there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another turn for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 91 yards rushing for him. He's been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. That sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down here to 40.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll try to middle with Cook. Lenore up to make the tackle.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
2nd and 5.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the former first rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at the 33. 2 straight games. And that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe they're sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they feel like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. And it's not costing them.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Lance. And he'll dump this off to running back McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense. They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that another way. It's just going to take the time off the clock. And they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And that's knocked away.
That means it's just one last chance there. This has to be a first down or a touchdown. But this game's over.
Let's go now. Here's that.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I suppose it wasn't all around the possibility that we could have seen a comeback. That touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Ready.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much over a count, you would think.
Not swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the right because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now here's another interception. It's by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game. He's had now 6 interceptions.
this throw.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 10 yards to go now on second down.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, receiver!
On third down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, 52 yards. And the Vikings on the lead with 4 scores now in this fourth quarter.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it, didn't they? For a real extra time.
He's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
49ers 14. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are in great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Number 7 usually lucky here. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over. They're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. It makes you start to feel for the defense and run them a little bit, too.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is. There's high-end sports cars with some top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them